At Augusta National Golf Club, tradition isn't just respected, it's enforced. From the perfectly manicured fairways to the iconic green jacket, everything about the Masters tournament is rooted in history, discipline, and an unwavering commitment to decorum. But every so often, a player challenges those unwritten rules, not with their game, but with their personality. This year, that player is Jason Day. As the 2026 Masters approaches, Day has once again found himself at the center of a conversation that blends golf, fashion, and tradition. Known for his bold sartorial choices since partnering with Malbon Golf, the former world number one is attempting to bring a fresh aesthetic to one of the most conservative stages in sports. However, Augusta National has made it clear, there are limits. A bird-themed vision meets a traditional Walday's latest outfit concept, created in collaboration with Malbon Golf co-founder Stephen Malbon, was anything but subtle. Inspired by the natural beauty of Augusta, the ensemble featured intricate bird-themed designs that paid homage to the region's wildlife. Scarlet tanagers, blue jays, cardinals, orioles, and even red-headed woodpeckers were woven into the design, symbolizing both the serenity and vibrancy of the course. The outfit was meant to be a complete statement, matching pants, shirt, vest, and outerwear, all unified under the same striking theme. It wasn't just clothing, it was storytelling through fashion, designed to connect the player more deeply with the environment around him. But Augusta National wasn't entirely on board. Tournament officials reportedly stepped in and requested one key change: the pants had to go. Specifically, the club asked Day to replace the bold, bird print trousers with a more traditional, solid-colored pair. While the rest of the outfit received approval, including the creatively designed, Birds of Georgia jacket intended for the opening round, the decision drew a clear boundary. It was a reminder that at Augusta, individuality is welcome, but only to a point. The gray area of Augusta's dress code. Unlike many modern sporting events, Augusta National does not operate under a strictly defined, publicly available dress code for players. Instead, it relies on a more subjective standard, guided by the tournament committee's interpretation of what is appropriate. Historically, this has translated into a preference for classic golf attire, collared shirts, tailored pants, muted colors, and a clean, understated look. Loud graphics, oversized branding, and unconventional silhouettes have often been discouraged, if not outright rejected. This ambiguity creates a unique challenge for players like Day, whose fashion choices intentionally push boundaries. Without a clear rulebook, approval becomes a matter of interpretation, and sometimes negotiation. Malbon Golf acknowledged this dynamic, noting that decisions ultimately come down to what officials feel aligns with the tournament's image. In other words, even the most creative ideas must pass through a filter of tradition. Not Day's first fashion run in. This isn't the first time Day has clashed with Augusta's expectations. During the 2024 Masters, he made headlines for wearing a Malbon Golf vest featuring large, eye-catching lettering across the front. Midway through the tournament, officials approached him and requested that he remove it, citing concerns that the design was visually disruptive. Day complied without hesitation, later expressing his understanding of the tournament's emphasis on tradition. Still, the incident marked a turning point. By 2025, the scrutiny had intensified. Day revealed that he was required to submit his clothing scripting in advance for approval, a process that most players don't typically experience to the same degree. Several pieces were toned down or modified after review, reinforcing the idea that Augusta was keeping a close eye on his evolving style. Speaking earlier this year, Day admitted that even he wasn't sure how far he could go. "We have to get clearance on the scripting this year," he said. To Malbon's credit, they've got some bold stuff, but I'm not sure if it'll pass. If they say no, we'll just go back to the drawing board. That balance, between creativity and compliance, has now become a defining subplot of his Masters appearances. Fashion meets focus, the philosophy behind the look for Day and Malbon. The bird-themed concept wasn't just about aesthetics. It was rooted in a deeper philosophy, one centered on mindfulness and connection to nature. In the months leading up to the tournament, Malbon reportedly sent Day audio recordings of bird calls, encouraging him to become more aware of his surroundings. The idea was simple yet powerful. By tuning into the natural environment, a player could remain present, calm, and focused during high-pressure moments. The vest he plans to wear even includes a pocket designed for binoculars, reinforcing the birdwatching theme. Around Masters Week, The brand also organized off-course activities like sunrise birdwatching sessions and lifestyle events aimed at showcasing a more holistic side of golf. It's an unconventional approach, but one that reflects a broader shift in the sport, where mental well-being and personal expression are becoming just as important as technical skill. A changing image in a traditional game days partnership with Malbon Golf, which began after his departure from Nike in 2024, has played a significant role in reshaping his public image. Once known primarily for his intense focus and elite ball striking, he has gradually embraced a more expressive, lifestyle-oriented persona. This evolution mirrors a larger trend within golf, as younger audiences and modern brands push the sport toward a more inclusive and creative future. Players are no longer just athletes, they are personalities, influencers, and storytellers, yet Augusta remains a stronghold of tradition. The ongoing back and forth between day and tournament officials highlights the tension between these two worlds. On one hand, there is a desire to innovate and attract new fans. On the other, there is a commitment to preserving the identity that makes the Masters unique. So far, Augusta has managed to strike a careful balance, allowing some level of experimentation while maintaining its core values. Beyond the clothes, a deep emotional connection. While the fashion debate has captured headlines, it's only a small part of Day's relationship with Augusta National. For him, this course represents far more than a tournament venue. It's a place of reflection, growth, and personal history. Each year, Day arrives well ahead of the competition, often spending quiet moments walking the course alone. One of his favorite traditions is strolling the back nine after the crowds from the women's amateur have left, soaking in the stillness of the late afternoon. It's the most peaceful 9 holes you can have on a golf course all year, he once said. It's magical. Those words reveal a different side of Day, one that contrasts sharply with the boldness of his wardrobe choices. From doubt to contender. Day's connection to Augusta dates back to 2011, when he arrived as a 23-year-old still searching for his place in the game. On the eve of the tournament, he reportedly sat in his motorhome and considered quitting golf altogether. By Sunday, he had finished runner-up. That performance marked the beginning of a remarkable journey. Over the years, Day has recorded multiple top 10 finishes at the Masters, including another runner-up in 2013 and a third-place finish that same year. Despite battling injuries and dips in form, he has consistently found a way to contend at Augusta. His ability to navigate the course's challenges, its undulating greens, strategic layout, and unforgiving margins, has made him a perennial threat. In 2025, he added another strong result with an 8th-place finish, further solidifying his reputation as one of the most dangerous players on this stage. A renewed belief heading into the 2026 Masters. Day's form suggests he could once again be in the mix. A runner-up finish at his season opener and a 6th-place showing in Houston indicate that his game is trending in the right direction. Currently ranked inside the top 50 in the world, he has made the cut in the majority of his starts this season, demonstrating both consistency and resilience. More importantly, his confidence has returned. I shouldn't say I think, Day said recently. I know I have the game. That belief could prove to be the difference. What's at stake? A victory at Augusta would be transformative for Day, not just in terms of prize money, which now exceeds $4 million, but in legacy. Winning the Masters comes with a lifetime invitation, a green jacket, and a permanent place in golf history. For a player who has come so close in the past, it would be the ultimate validation. It would also add a new layer to his evolving story, a blend of tradition and individuality, discipline and expression. The final balance. As the 2026 Masters unfolds, all eyes will be on Day, not just for what he wears, but for how he plays. His ongoing dialogue with Augusta National serves as a microcosm of the sport's evolution. It raises important questions about identity, tradition, and the role of self-expression in a game that has long prized conformity. In the end, the compromise over his outfit, bold jacket, subdued pants, perfectly captures that balance. Augusta may bend, but it rarely breaks, and Jason Day, in his own way, continues to test just how far those limits can go.